Yeah, beautiful. It appears to be the way that we want it to go. Yeah. We're on. We are on. Alrighty, ready bang, let's go. People are coming in the chat. Absolutely love it. Let me set up my little... that's the way I like it all set up. Here we go. Running late? I came on at 1 o'clock. What do you mean? What do you mean, David? Come on, mate. You're better than that. You're better than that. But everyone is jumping on. Everyone is checking out. There's only one thing to do, isn't there? Let's get this bloody show started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ready Bang, the #1 arm wrestling live stream show in the world. I'm your host, the Aussie arm wrestler, and as always, I am your 2019 Melbourne Cup left arm 80 to 95 kilo amateur third place getter. I've been challenged for this more times than anyone has been challenged in life. You think you had a lot of challenges with your younger or older siblings growing up? No one has ever challenged me more than this trophy. What is going on, everyone? I am here. The show must go on. What's up, White Wolf? Coming in. People coming in with the old Ready Bang. Mimiski 18. Hell yes, time for some Ready Bang. Hot tip. Just a quick hot tip as my little boy comes out with me. Where'd you go, Zeus? This won't be a 24-hour one. Don't worry about that. I don't know how long this one will go for, but the show must go on. It has to happen. I had to drag myself off the couch because, yes, long behold, the universe is trying to reduce the energy of the Aussie arm wrestler. No chance. So they try and give you the spicy cough. Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler's got it. Shout out to Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler. Because when I first got the spicy cough, she was an absolute machine and taking care of the household. But that's right, we've both got the old spicy cough. And that is okay. That is okay. It's just like a man flu. Bit run down, get a bit hot, get a bit cold. But it got me for a little while. I reckon for about 24 hours I was pretty tired. But nothing to like panic and everything like that. But anyway, I won't get into too much details. But I just wanted to show everyone, even with the spicy cough, I'm still energetic, I'm still up and about, and I still want to talk arm wrestling with you Dead Set Legends. Everyone in the chat, give us a g'day, give us a Ready Bang. Shout out to those truckers in Canada. Take my hat off to you, you Dead Set Legends. Great stuff. What you are doing up there, just to let us know from where, all over the world, where you are from. We've got some exciting times here in arm wrestling to talk about. First thing I want to have a bit of a yarn, a bit of a chat about, my mate Ryan Bowen. Couple of bits to do with Ryan Bowen. He got an exemption. I don't want to get too excited because we all saw what happened to Novak Djokovic here in Melbourne. But I am excited that it is one step closer. One step closer that RVJ and Ryan Bowen will go head to head. Now, everyone in the comments, now that this has come up and about, has your motive changed? Do you think RVJ still destroys Ryan? Or do you think now that the match is happening, Ryan's getting the advantage and it's going to go his way? Let me know what you think. White Wolf with the old Ready Bang to my countrymen, women truckers in Canada. Yeah, that's very nice of you. But I'm pretty pumped. I am pretty pumped that Ryan got the exemption. He posted it. He made a quick video, I believe. That's exciting stuff. It must be exciting for RVJ because I know he's wanting to tear that arm off. If you didn't see on that 24-hour live stream, he was more than happy to pin him and get paid and forever put this to bed. And I know Ryan Bowen wants to take on the biggest name If he gets this one, it is the biggest win of his career, 100%. RVJ is a legend. RVJ is a middleweight champion of the world. RVJ is a superstar, and they're both very good friends of mine. So Jeremiah says RVJ smacks him easy. That's the way I reckon that's the way a lot of it is going to say. But good to see everyone. Good to see everyone coming in. Second news to do with Ryan Bowen. You're not going to believe it, but the Aussie arm wrestler is going to finally leave his bloody garage and his hometown. All right, fingers crossed. If none of the rules change, I will be flying up to Brisbane and I'll be in that brand new Fandango studio that Ryan Bowen's got, and I'll be calling the East versus West live with Ryan. So if you want to see Aussie Arm Wrestler call 7 hours, 16 matches of the greatest supercard ever put together, I'll be on Ryan's channel going at it there. Can't wait. Can't wait to sit in the new studio. Can't wait to see what proper sound and camera looks like. Starting to figure out what might be wrong with my camera. I've had my good friend Tom Day. Tom Day came over for training. He's a sound guy, and I'm like, dude, help me out. What's going on? Turns out my camera, when I'm filming, is good quality. When I'm live streaming, it drops. So, next week, Aussie Arm Wrestler's going to buy a new camera. So hopefully, better footage, because I'm starting to see what everyone is going with my picture quality. And I know, especially in the YouTube game, you need to have quality stuff or people turn off you. People go away, people bugger off, and they're like, yeah, if your quality's down. So you got to up the quality game. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying different things with my thumbnails. I'm spending a bit of money practicing designing and things like that. The way I'm editing, trying a few new things, which I hope you guys are bloody enjoying. Before I get into the next things, let's have a bit of a breakdown of the 24 hours. I'm calling myself a world record holder. You've all seen the video. What did you guys think of the 24-hour arm wrestling podcast? I loved it. I loved every minute of it. There wasn't times where I never thought that I would stop. Like, I could have easily kept going. You know, the people that were just coming through were fantastic. You know, there was a couple of hiccups. I won't name names, but there was a few people that, you know, it was a bit like, all right, settle down here, soldier, settle down. But they all meant well. And everyone that came on tried to bring something, and that's what I wanted. That's what I asked for, you know. So I absolutely loved it. I knew I'd go the distance. Enjoyed meeting new people. Enjoyed catching up with old friends. And enjoyed just seeing what people were like super keen. You know, the stats were incredible. I think it was a total of 38, 39 guests all up. Which, in saying that, depends how you look at it. In saying that, that's not many guests over 24 hours. But what that says to me is the guests that come on were loyal. I don't think many people, I think maybe Cobra Rhodes, he was very busy. So he just popped in, I think, for 10, 15 minutes. But he was the only one that stayed under an hour. A lot of people, Cooper Maxwell says, Epic Stream, White Wolf. Absolutely 100% agree with Sasquatch. It was a legendary. Cooper Maxwell, it was Epic Stream. Yeah, so like once you came on, it was like, this is the way I felt. And I don't know if I was tired or I was dizzy or whatever, or Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler was distracting me with her goddamn good looks. I don't know. But what it seemed to me is once you jumped on, you were hooked. You wanted to see what was going to happen. You wanted to be there subconsciously if the Aussie Arm Wrestler failed. But you were there to support the Aussie Arm Wrestler. And like if any of you were there at the end of the stream, I know a few of you in the comments, were there at the end. Like, you guys made me feel like $1 million. Like $1 million. You guys made me feel like the most famous person on the internet. Jake, to be honest, I couldn't watch all 24 hours. Not many people could, White Wolf. Don't. Yeah. But yeah, I know you did come and go at various times, mate. I thought it was awesome, dude. Why not do it to the lead up of the Devon Lavard match? Well, look, that's in June. Couple of things. I've done the 24-hour stream and now I've become crook. So it's obviously doing the 24 hours. I'd have to maybe approach it in a different way. Eat better food. Maybe not have energy drinks and pre-workouts and things like that. And then June, that's at the end of June. So Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler and I will have like a 2-week-old baby. So it's going to be hard enough to get up and commentate King of the Table. I don't think I'll be able. Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler will support me because she's an absolute gem. But I feel, I get away with a lot in this arm wrestling world with Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler. But I don't think with such a newborn, good idea, great idea. Could get everyone on and everyone gives their predictions and I'd write them all down and things like that. I've got a different idea regarding that, but it probably won't be a 24-hour stream. I might team up with some people towards the end of the year and do something. It was awesome. It was a nice challenge for me. Wanted to get out there and just set the world on fire and proved, just more show everyone. Like, I ain't fake. I'm not fake. This is me. I'm just a fun-loving guy who, like all you lunatics watching, love this sport of arm wrestling. And I just wanted to show you that I could go and go and go. And it was, Derek. Derek came on. Derek, how many hours did you jump in for? Derek was awesome. I'm going to get to your match a bit later on. But if you haven't already, I think it's under 24 hours now. You need to head over to Derek's. You got to help the guy out. The guy helps me out all the time. He doesn't need the Aussie Arm Wrestlers' help. Derek doesn't. His channel's much bigger than I, but I love to help Derek. Good guy. He's been nothing but nice to me. Go to his channel and buy the pay-per-view. He's taking on those train track arms. And I'm going to see how today's live stream goes. Now, if I am not too tired, not too sick, then I'll do a watch-along commentary. So then you'll buy Derek's pay-per-view, and on another window, you'll have my commentary, and then we'll watch it and go from there. But go buy it. It's going to be awesome. Benjamin Mack, yo, Jake and chat. Yeah, Derek, 3-4 hours. You came on very early, like you, Ryan Bowen, Uncle John were great at the start. You just came with me, and it solidified what I was doing. You got the ball rolling. It's like, oh, he's not just by himself. Oh, Ryan's on there. Oh, Uncle John's on there, which Uncle John was like MVP, and you came on, and the four of us were just having giggles, and we were all doing impressions, and other people got on there and things like that. But everyone, buy the pay-per-view. Once you've bought the pay-per-view, you can have two options here on the Aussie Arm Wrestler channel. You can become a Patreon member. It's 50 cents a week. And then if you want to pay a little bit more than 50 cents a week, I need to make a graphic up because I've got some dead set genuine members. Membership channel. I'm going to make another members only video. I'm going to start doing some members only content. Been a bit slow. It was a big 24 hours and things like that. So it's going to be awesome. One thing that is frustrating. It's a good frustrating, but a mega angry frustrating. Armwars is on now and I can't watch it. I've cracked the sads. I've cracked it. Spoken to Jordan Davis, spoken to Uncle John. There, Uncle John says, that would have been 4 a.m. Uncle John would have pulled because we were buying wrestling figures. So he doesn't know yet, but I got the set that he wanted. So Uncle John would be very, 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 very happy. Great comment from Knucklebuck. You resurrected Gary. Classic segments and the energy was on point for 24 hours. Well done, sir. Thank you. That was something I was very proud of, I think. Great work, Knucklebuck. That was something I was very proud of. That, considering like Gary left, sometimes this YouTube thing can get the better of you. and people like views and, you know, if it can generate an income. All right, quick tangent. I worked out the numbers. If I can get to 10,000 subscribers, guys, just 10,000, and the views match that, I can quit my job. This will be full time. The way Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler and I are here financially, I don't need hundreds and thousands of subscribers. I would like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, but I only need 10,000. So if anyone can do a watch along and get Aussie to 3,000 or get him to, you know, and that's not without buying. I know some YouTube channels out there buy subscribers. I'm dead against it. I'm dead against it. YouTube know all about it and they take away your algorithm and things like that. Anyway, so views and money. Gary could have done his own, I'm back, I'm here, what a comeback and things like that. And I just threw the message out there. I said, Gary, because I kept in touch with him while he was away, because Gary's my friend. So then I went, Gaza, mate, you got to come on. Can you come on? Let's have a chat. And he came on with a bang. And him and Uncle John were best informed. They were fantastic. It's going to be unreal. Mad is an understatement. Good to see. Actually, Derek, if you're still in the chat, or anyone, could someone put the link to Derek's pay-per-view in the comments? So hopefully we can get a couple more pay-per-view buys now. Made a good friend in Arm Sports Video. Man has the biggest arm wrestling library on the internet, Scott McInnes, and he came on the show for an hour or two, said g'day, had a laugh. That was one thing I absolutely loved, was meeting people behind the names. You know, people that came on. So, and Arm Sports Videos was one of them. John Boy, let's get Aussie to 10K. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I just wish all the big stars would just come in and just make a video on their own channel. You know, if Devon and Travis and RVJ and Schoolboy, if they all just went, subscribe to Aussie Arm Wrestler, I'd get to 10K. Well, that doesn't happen. Other channels have had that luxury, but I love my organic way because I know I've got loyal superstars in the chat with me. Good to see people hanging out with the Aussie Arm Wrestler. Now, no, Bowen RVJ is not cancelled. Bowen got exempt. Bowen is going there. Hang on a minute, guys. Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler, what are you doing? Mrs. Aussie Arm, guys, I'm telling off Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler. She's got the spicy cough. And she's now come downstairs to bloody do dishes. Madness. That's how beautiful my wife is. Madness, madness, madness. But I love her.
Says you doing a live stream with...
The show must go on! But I'll probably crawl up next to Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler and put Seinfeld or Friends on and go, oh, I shouldn't have done it. I'm so tired. But I love it. I just love it. I'm not letting a spicy, ridiculous cough that's... Yeah. And that's all it is. Cough, bit run down. But, of course, with Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler being pregnant, we want to take every single precaution. Anyway, let's get back to Arm Wars. The setup looks phenomenal. That is like becoming a proper... That's a TV show I've got to tune into every week. You know, 22 minutes every week. Who's on this week? Oh, awesome. It's Coach Ray's match. Oh, who's next? Oh, it's the four-way battle this week. My man, Jordan Davis, is going to take names. I have a feeling going through my body that he's just knocked off Stoica Brogdon. And just let you know, I have no inside information. And out of respect to Neil Pickup, if I did, it did not matter. If they said to me you would get 1 million views guaranteed, you would not get, I wouldn't reveal any results that it came. But I reckon Jordan Davis is going over there, kicking ass and taking names. Looking forward to the Froda Dallas match. That's going to be awesome. And then, of course, Jordan beats one of them in the final. Who are your predictions for all of Arm Wars? I'm trying to think of all the matches. Of course, Uncle John has all of his matches. He's in a four-way battleground, plus has a left arm battle, which is awesome. Oh, Burgoyne's beer belly. No, exempt is a good term in this situation. But yes, you're right. Alrighty, guys. Oh, can my moderators fix up that? Get rid of this Lovelace, please. Any of my moderators? I don't have time. Is there any moderators in the chat? We're getting streamed. Yeah, can you just ban them, Benny? Yeah, thanks, mate. Good on ya. Anyway, let's go. Start it off. Name me an Armwars match, and I'll tell you who's going to win. Name me an Armwars match. While we're doing that, other things I want to talk about, obviously, Tim Bresnan versus Derek, King of Cali, like what they're doing now. I want to talk about Cody Merritt, also coming up on the show. I want to talk about Jerry Catterall. I have a feeling about that. Spencer has just come in. Okay, Derek, I will make you a mod. How do I do this? Add moderator. Derek is now a moderator. Okay. There we go. Awesome. Spencer, ready bang, just tuned in at work. Thank you very much. Spencer. Okay. Everyone jumping in. This is fantastic. Thank you for fixing that up. Armwars, love it. The setup looks good, man. You know, they're all having a bit of fun there. It would just be cool just hanging out. Now, if they can form that... They're so close to what I think would be the catalyst for arm wrestling. They are almost there. So, what they need to do is grab 8 middleweights. Lightweights, heavyweights. It doesn't matter. We are madness. We are madness when it comes to this sport. So we're all got cracking personalities. So what they need to do is let them live there for 3 weeks. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And they have like an elimination match. They, work out the challenges. They all live together. Basically like the Ultimate Fighter, but for arm wrestling. I've been screaming about this. I think that's what will happen. I'll be screaming about it. Screaming about the reach around. Jordan Davis. Screaming about that man. Hoping he can just take the hand of Stoiker and bend it back. That top roll superstar. Just wants to feel like he's playing cards and go snap. And just tip that back like that. That's just how Jordan Davis walks around. That's just how Jordan Davis pulls. Now, recently we've seen Australians don't go too well against the top stars. Stoiker's up there. So that would probably be my only concern. Am I super confident in the reach around? Absolutely. Even though I haven't seen too much of his training, but he's a very quiet guy. And we'll all also everyone can go check out Jordan Davis's channel. He's got to start doing that. What's Tim Bresnan doing? Why doesn't he take interviews? Thank you, Repulsive Gravity, for your super chat. Why? I don't know. Derek, I've only seen Tim once. That was on the Uncle John show. I think Derek wielded him in to try and pump the match up. I would love... hang on a minute. Jake, can you pin that link? Post it. Okay, let me find that link, Derek. And I shall pin it for you, my man. On the condition that your first 5 minutes of your next live stream is just saying... there it is. Your first 5 minutes of your next live stream is just saying... Subscribe to Aussie ArmWrestler. No, I'm only joking. And let's go back to the bottom of the chat so I can keep up with everyone. There we go. Ryan Blue Bowen has come in with a super chat. Just a reminder of what I said earlier. I'm going up to sit in that new dancing studio that he's got. Very excited because I'll feel like... Ryan, can I tell everyone what's happening with the flight? Can I tell everyone what's happening with the flight? You just let me know, Ryan. But I'm going, I'm going up there to commentate, what's it called? East versus West with Ryan. It's going to be heaps of fun. We're going to do other stuff. Ryan has been awesome. He's like, dude, make sure you come up with some ideas for some content. And we'll film that while you're here. Let's make the most of the 48, 72 hours that you're here. So, people, give me some ideas of what Ryan and I should do while I'm up there besides commentating. The odds of the results being leaked. I think when it comes to your top personalities, your Uncle Johns, your Coach Rays, I think they'll be rock solid. Where it gets more likely, your biggest way to find out, Ryan, obviously Jordan Davis. I'm sure you guys could have a few orange juices together and, a few Diet Cokes or whatever, because I know he's not a drinker. So, yeah, my thing would be one of the Europeans going home and just thinking, I can just tell my wife. And then their wife is like, we don't really like arm wrestling. And then someone here and someone hears. So, odds of it being leaked. Uncle John and Coach Ray, 500 to 1. Who'd be next in line? Jordan Davis, 50 to 1. He seems pretty rock solid. Then Frodo Haugland, 30 to 1. Now my pick for the person who will leak it out, and this is all in fun. This is all just in good fun and in a bit of, light-hearted humour. Dallas Langston. Dallas Langston will be the one to leak this out. I don't want him to. I like the guy, but out of everyone over there, especially if he gets up and wins his battleground. Boy, oh boy. It just happened there. Derek, Repulsive Gravity just bought the pay-per-view, so it worked. Awesome. Glad I could be a support of that. But that's what I think when it comes to Armwars. I think Dallas Langston is your $2.50 to 1 favourite. Very short odds that he will leak it. He will leak it. Oh, yeah. And that's all in fun. I hope no one leaks it. I come from old-fashioned. I come from an old-fashioned time where we used to have to wait. So Sunday, 7:30, you'd watch the X-Files and it'd end on a cliffhanger. And then you would have to wait one whole week to watch the next episode. This I can wait. Going back to Ryan, I know Ryan gets a lot of crap. He gets sucked on. Just another good thing, he's paying for my flight. He doesn't have to. He just is. He's like, dude, I want you to come up. I want to pay for you. Actually, he wanted to pay for my wife and I's flight, but my wife has some scans that she doesn't want to miss out on, and she's afraid the rules will change mid-flight. She doesn't miss out on scans. So, yeah. I think that's just another good thing. Sometimes people just forget. I know a lot of the crew in here don't, rag on Ryan too much. They'll say he loses, but that's different to other kind of ragging. But yeah, he's paying for my flight. He was going to pay for my wife's flight. That's cool in my books. And they're not old cheapos of the day ones. He finds out when I'm ready to fly, and he just buys whatever's comfortable for me. I mean, if you want to buy first class, no, I'm only joking. It's a really good thing that he'll be doing. Derek reckons that Dallas will tell him what happens within 10 minutes of the event. All right, Derek. Hypothetical. Dallas tells you. What's your price? What's your price to sell that information? Let me know in the comments. Everyone else, what do we think of... Do you like this idea that you have to wait for Armwars and we can't watch it live? Because it's very... I love that it's a different avenue. Because at the moment, we're all into the pay-per-views. We've just, we've got East versus West coming up. Ryan Bowen's got his pay-per-views. Derek versus Tim Bresnan going on. We just paid for, the King of the Tables. Lachlan versus Todd. So you're going that route, and Neil Pickup is trying the TV show, subscribe to Netflix and you'll get all these great episodes. So, what do we all think of that? Of Neil's approach? I like when people try things different, and they're not just But sometimes you've got to go with what's working, and pay-per-views are working. I'm not gonna lie, I have been very, very tempted to just have a super match with one of my training partners to do a pay-per-view to see if I can do it. And yeah. So it's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm still trying to get in Neil's good graces. My lips are sealed. Yeah. What is it in Australia? Will you guys stop salivating over breaking Neil's heart? Thanks, Axrotch. I just love the guy. I think because the love that he's shown me and the support he's given me and opportunities he's given me, not as much as I like, but he's just always been good to me. So, who am I thinking, Braden? For a super match with me? I don't know. I don't want it to be someone that I know I can beat. I just want it to be a battle. We've had some battles. I just want to make sure your body's right. So you would definitely be someone that comes to mind. That's for sure. Strength old school. Yeah, hey, not being able to watch it live sucks. Takes the excitement out of it. Yeah, it does a bit. It does, but I think not knowing the result, I'm still excited for it. It's like if I record an NBA game, like the NBA's on now. If I record an NBA game and then I accidentally have a look and it's like, oh, damn, Charlotte just flogged the Lakers. Well, I'm not going to watch the game because I know the result. But because I don't know the result, I'm going to like it. In a couple of days with the YouTube algorithm and everything, we're all going to forget. We're all going to forget. And then Neil will just come and they'll be in their production and they'll just go bang. I'll hassle Uncle John. Of course I'll hassle Uncle John. But in a lot of fun. King of California is coming up. Pre-matches, if you don't know, are on Brendan Allen's Filthy Power channel. Brendan Allen just giving his time for everyone in the arm wrestling community. He's a fantastic dude. Fantastic dude. So he's got some super matches on his channel. Then what you have to do is when that finishes, you better have already bought the pay-per-view. You head over to Derek Smith's channel. And you'll get to see the main event. We've got a super match going. Spencer, by the time we talk about that, hang on. How much do I weigh again? Currently, Spencer, well, I reckon I've lost a couple of kilos from just sitting on the couch being crook. 90, I wake up 93 and some change. By the end of the day, after I've eaten and everything, I'm like 95 and some change. Kilos. You convert that into whatever you need to. I'm trying to think. A pay-per-view for the prestigious third place trophy would sell millions, but still not worth it. Timmy, it would sell millions if I knew I was going to win. Then if I put it up and I was pretty confident I was going to win, then we'd go from there. So, hang on. We've got to check some messages, guys. Oh, yep. Beautiful. Just got me mate Braden messaging me about some ideas for content for Ryan and I, which is good. Alrighty. King of California. King of California. Can Derek Smith, the man who does a very good Don Underwood impersonation and a not too bad Devon impersonation, as you would have saw on the 24-hour live stream. Insert spicy cough. So, where do we go from there? Derek Smith is coming in. He's feeling good. He's looking so much better. He loves arm wrestling. He'll do what it takes to win. I love that. He's young. He's fit. He's huge. He's like 6'30". Massive. He's that big. He's just like a giant sleeping bag. And he's taken on Tim Bresnan. Now, we haven't seen Tim pull in a while. But when you've got all of that experience, and when your tendons are literally built out of train station iron, it makes it very difficult to pull against Tim Bresnan, to pick. So then, for me, Derek studies the game. Derek has like a PhD in arm wrestling. He wakes up and he studies. He watches the way he talks about it. He talks very well about it. Pronate, supersave, brachial, and things like that. Knows where to move, knows where to hit. The only thing is, can he get there? Can he get to the points that he wants? And it's just like in any arm wrestling match. Can he get to his sweet spots? Is he strong enough to pull it through? I love Derek. I love Derek. I love Derek. I love Derek. But if you look at Tim Bresnan's PAL, and even in the ones that he lost, he's still just quality strong. He's still just quality strong. This is the stupid thing. This is the problem. This is the problem with becoming a bit more, how do I say it without sounding like a wiener? A bit more successful in the arm wrestling world. Still sound like a wiener. Because I'm a very passionate, loving guy. And I'm everyone's friend. I'm your friend. I'm his friend. Person that just commented, I'm his friend too. Head versus heart. Head versus heart. Tim Bresnan. That old man, pulled PAL for years, compete, got some pins on some quality opponents, tendons upon tendons upon tendons, unbendable. Then I've got, but Derek's my guy. I like Derek. He's been a supporter of the show. And of course, Evan McGoyne comes in the chat with like a fresh cup of coffee and he says, don't be a bitch. I'm not being a bitch. I'm not being a bitch. It's, yeah. It's Tim. I want Derek to win. Derek, my man, I do. I really do. But with a heavy heart, I think Tim wins. I think he does. I don't want him to. The gratification I will get when Derek pins and he is sitting there with his arms raised in the air going, that's for you, Aussie arm wrestler. That's, yeah, that'll be fine. Evan is weak. He doesn't count. That's hilarious. White Wolf, let's get a reality arm wrestling show started. Beer Man versus Australia. Evan drinks his way all across Australia, hitting bars and all arm wrestling challenges. Be a great show. Be a great show. I would be Evan's co-pilot, and I will take him to each and every point across Australia. I will teach him the native language, and I'll show him the fine beers that we have here in Australia. I'll teach him the ones that he shouldn't drink if he has a bit of a fleshy patch where his balls should be, and then because Evan's a proper man, I'll show him the beers he should drink. But White Wolf, cracking idea for a show. Derek's going to make me some money. Everybody go stake Evan. That's right, yes. Oh, so Stake Kings, of course. Go, get on there. Let's help these guys get paid. Only stake what you can afford. Only stake what you can afford. But also, of course, Evans and Schoolboys is on there. Is Derek and Tim Bresnan on there? I don't go on Stake Kings much. That's unreal. Uncle John with a political. He's been practicing this. Uncle John with a reply. I have no independent recollection of any Armwars event that occurred today. Thank you for your time. Very, very, very political statement. You've been practicing that very well. You know what that means. Uncle John won. You heard it here first. Uncle John has just gone bang and he's won his first round matchup. That's hilarious. I'll stir the pot. Obviously, Uncle John's in there. He's not grassing anyone up. You can rob a bank with Uncle John. Trustworthy guy. Plus, he's got a grenade on his chest. I'll have to come in with a gun. He'll just have to take his shirt off. 2 weapons right there. We're ready to go. So yeah, that's my King of California prediction. Yeah, it's not what I wanted to say, but it's what I had to say. I hope I'm wrong. Great video, Evan, on you. Evan did a video on him learning how to talk trash in Russian. Highly entertaining. Highly entertaining. And we've got no idea when these matches are aired. They've got to be filmed. They've got to be edited. You know, it could be weeks from now. It could be 6 weeks from now. We don't know. That's all right, Uncle John. We can rob a bank with you. We know that you are probably solid. Uncle John, just letting you know, it's got nothing to do with anyone in the comments. You got yourself a retro pack. You know what I'm talking about. You've got yourself one. Got up at 4 a.m. You've got yourself one. They come out late March. They'll get delivered to my joint late March. And I'll send one over to you, my good man. Because Uncle John I do a wrestling show called The Hot Tag. We've just been a bit busy at the moment, but I'm just going to quickly chop a review. And I'm going to put a video up later on tonight. But Uncle John, if you're there, it's okay, Jake. My eyes. Oh, hang on. Let me. It's okay, Jake. Now my eyes are at that trophy of yours. James Statham. He's telling one of his competitors to go to bed. James Statham, if you're still awake and watching, just keep up the phenomenal work. Keep it up. Yeah, keep it up. Keep being awesome. The shit's unreal. It is unreal. It's just going to be it's going to be awesome what you're doing. Thank you, James. Or Jason Statham. Yeah, now they're quabbling. Don't worry, Derek. Jake is wrong on this one. White Wolf. Sorry, Zeus. White Wolf. I hope I am wrong. I hope I am. But Derek, you can't. Just call me MC Hammer. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. Physically, because you live on the other side of the world. But, you know what I mean? You pulled my boy Mario Tambarkas. I'll destroy him. I've got one of these. They wanted to give me first place. I said, no. I want third. They wanted to give me the national championship. I said, no. I want this one. They said, be a world champion. I said, no. I want this one. So don't even try. That's just reading some of the comments there. This is all awesome in the comments. Alrighty. Next coming up, and thank you. We've got 51 people in the chat. Thank you, as I've got the spicy cough, as I said at the start of the video. Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler's a bit crook as well. And ladies and gentlemen, that's all we are. Just a bit crook. Not dying, not shutting down the world. We're just a bit crook. I got to head out. Thanks for promoting the event, bud. All love and myself, of course, even though you attempted to curse me. Love you, bud. I love you too, and fingers crossed I do a live watch-along commentary. So people have 2 screens, and we can get more eyes and more people buying that pay-per-view. You're a rock star. Rockstar Derek. Spencer, if anyone could reach from the other side, one word to the other, it's Derek. Yeah. I am a humble man because I don't take life too seriously, and I'm appreciative of what I've got. Just a quick thing, Burgoyne's Beer Belly, sweet name. Why I'm such a humble man, things are a bit different for the Aussie Arm Wrestler growing up. Had the greatest mum. I struggled at 3. I won't go into too much. Maybe if I ever do a podcast just on the Aussie Arm Wrestler, some of the stories I can tell you, where I've gone from tears to glory, back to tears, almost died many times and things like that. Got great family, got great friends. And this whole arm wrestling thing started off in the kitchen of my house. Now, I've moved to the garage, which is about 11 steps. But you guys, never in my mind would I thought that I'd have almost 2,500 subscribers, 50 people, 45, 50 people just wanting to tune in and hang out wherever you are around the world. I'm a humble man. I always will be. I'm just grateful. Got a hot wife, baby on the way, sweet dog. Why wouldn't you be humble? But one thing I am annoyed, poor Cody Merritt. He had to pull out of East versus West. Good to Tobias Barong getting a chance, and hopefully he can really take it. Get himself back on that winners list after Alex Kadecha did a number on him. But, Tobias is only young. He's like 22. Good friends with Ben Catterall over here in Perth. Ben Catterall, an Aussie superstar. I like that he's getting his shot. I was so looking forward watching Cody pull live again. Cody's just a genuine good guy, but I knew there was some concerns when he came on the 24-hour podcast. He didn't look comfortable. And it wasn't because he was just tired and probably stayed on the podcast a bit too long. He was explaining as well, obviously, after, I thought he was uncomfortable first. Then he told us he was uncomfortable. But he was, he just kept doing this, and he just kept doing this. And he just kept doing this. Thanks. Thanks, Evan, you big ledge. Tell your friend Devon to come on the show. If Devon comes on the show, like he's done with all the other channels of Skyrocket, let's do a three-way Evan. Me, you, and Devon. This is all rhyming. I feel like I should whip out a rap video. We'll have three of us do a live show next week. No, the week after. Evan. All right, the responsibility is on you now. Evilzilla, how to watch Tim versus Derek. Click the link that I've pinned to the top of the page. That should take you, and you've got to buy the pay-per-view. I hope so. White Wolf. Can't believe you're only at... I'm not even at 2.5. But this is going to change hugely this year. Hope so. I hope so. But I'm not bothered. I'm having just as much fun when I had 40 subscribers. I'm having just as much fun when 10 people were following me on Instagram. Now there's 5,500. I'm just having so much fun with it all. Never, because of arm wrestling, when I can, if I'm not working, I have a beer with Evan, we shoot the shit, and it's a good laugh. Got a great relationship with Uncle John. Met some of the best in the world, but I've also met some of the best people in the world. Fans that just love the show. People that are, weirdly enough, fans of mine. And they came on the podcast and like, dude, you have to kick me off. I'm not leaving. One dude felt very weird. It was very cool, but it was very weird. Came on the 24-hour podcast. Apologized in message afterwards and said he got starstruck. Oh, I'm like anyone else. John Brasink. I'm not comparing myself to John Brasink. I'm just saying, John Brasink, Devon, Evan McGoyne, Uncle John. These guys put their pants on one leg at a time. Or if you're lazy and you're doing it from your bed and you got trackies and you do it two at a time. But, they're no different. I'm no different. We're all fun, all ready to go. I don't know the times. If someone can help out Jacob Evans in the comments, I'm on Melbourne time. So I don't know UTC, PST, MNT, ABC. I don't know any of the times. Coach Ray the Terrible, well, you can have a ready bang because you just quickly popped in. Thank you for that. So very upset about Cody Merritt. That's no good. That's not good, but the replacement is good. It's no Cody Merritt. Obviously, Cody Merritt, arguably the number one left arm puller in the world, where he's definitely top three. We haven't really seen Levan pull left-handed. You would try and argue he's number one, but we've never seen him pull. Another interesting thing, I want to know how this sits with you guys. Is Jerry Catterall too late to the party? Or is he just late enough? And what I mean by that, now Jerry's coming out and he's doing the right thing. I love Jerry. He's doing the right thing and he's challenging people. You know, he's going on people's shows or he's doing his own thing on his channel. He's like, I want to pull Levan. I want to pull Hermes. I want this match at King of the Table. I want this match at East versus West. I want this match. I want this match. So, is it too little too late, or do you think he can still get these matches? I'm glad that he's seen money and he can, you know, capitalize on it, because some of these guys deserve, you know, some big bucks. And the up-and-comers, you know, I feel this is going to be around for a while. So all of the people that have been mid-tier for a while, just hold on to your diddlies, you know. Just settle down. I know you guys always complain that the elites get all the attention. It's because they're the elites. It's no different to any other sport. Just be grateful we get to chat to the elites. And we get to spend time with them. And they come to our practices. Steph Curry isn't coming to your backyard to shoot hoops with your mates. Tom Brady isn't coming to your local football field unless it's a charity photo shoot, you know, and throwing it. Devon is going to 8 different practices. John is coming on my show. So people just gotta settle down. Yeah, so we're going back to Jerry. I hope he gets all these matches. Jerry's a very entertaining puller. He's a very good puller. He's a top heavyweight. You know, I am very old school, because when I went and played with my wrestling figures as a young fella, you did fantasy booking. That's what you did. I think, how good would it be if this person actually wrestled this person and this person wrestled this person, things like that. So I love fantasy booking. When I played video games, oh my God, I'm going to trade Shaq to the Bucks or Shaq to Sacramento. Imagine if that would happen. Now, I look at all the matches and I'm like, how good would it be if Chance gets his go against Jerry? How good would it be if Jerry can take on Vitali, Alex Kadecha, have a rematch with Michael Todd? I mean, the Hermes Gasparini, you know, a hit out with Gennady. You know what I mean? I would pay to watch all 5 of those matches. So I'm glad Jerry's coming in the mix. I just hope he's not too little too late and it's not sour grapes and it's like, I better do the YouTube thing and I better do this. I love it. Does Jerry do anything but a flop wrist? Well, he actually presses. Sometimes his hand just gets knocked back into a flop. If you watch a lot of the matches he wins, like watch against Matt Mask and Toddzilla, he doesn't flop at all. But when the monster Michael Todds can take his hands, the Devons can take his hands, that's why it goes into a flop press. He doesn't automatically go into a flop press off the go. He just loses his hand. He always comes in, shoulder rolls over. So, plus, you look at Jerry's streak, you look at his record, the press is working. Why would it change? He's a big, heavy dude. Why would it change? He's not dumb if it doesn't work. He's got plan Bs. It's just sometimes there's not enough time to see any of the plan Bs. There's not enough time with any of those. So yeah, it's a very interesting one for that. I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty excited. Hope Jerry gets all the matches that he wants and deserves. What are some matchups you guys want to see? Is there anything, so like if Engen came to you and said pick one match, or Neil said I need an exciting match for Armwars that we haven't seen yet, what would it be? What would it be? It'd be very, very interesting to see how it would go. Yeah. I'm trying to think some off the top of my head. So whenever I think of exciting matches, Jeff Hale comes to mind. He always comes to mind. Jeff Hale, and I don't want to jump the gun early, but I'm hoping that Jeff and his family have just introduced a beautiful, beautiful baby. Jeff was going to come on the live stream, but I know their baby was due any minute. So if the baby's born, congratulations, Jeff Hale. If it's not, cannot wait for another Hale Razor to come into the works. Derek versus Dave live. Are you talking about Dave Chafee? I love Derek, but Dave Chafee crushes Derek. Or are you talking about a different Dave? Ah, a rematch of Oleg versus Devon on the left. Neil Pickup versus Crazy George. Now the ball is rolling. Keep that rolling. Love some of these matches. Giannis Animalins. I'd want to get on there. Jerry versus Hermes might be happening at King of the Table. There's talks about it. The call-outs happen. It might be happening. I'd love to see Matt Mask up against people. I would like to see Matt Mask pull Gennady next. Who is he? He is pulling. Who has he got? Oh, Lars Rabakin. Let's talk about that. Before we talk about that, and I get through some of these matches, shout out to Mike Aiello, who's having a bit of surgery. Get well, you big ledge. Get well. Oh, what happened? My screen just went a bit dark there for a moment. That's all right. It's on charge. Oh, well. Technology, mate. It gets me every time. The 6-8 switcheroo says me versus Fox 8 Ball. I want to see Vitali versus Devon, Hermes versus Catterall, Derek versus Corey, Ryan versus RGJ, Todd Villa versus Irakli, Paul Maiden versus Ryan Bowen, Mike Todd versus Hermes, Steel Giraffe versus the Reach Around. You got, yeah, beautiful. See, Paul Lynn versus Nanasted. Nicholas Nanasted, the Steel Giraffe. Queefer Sutherland, Jake versus Darbo. I think you bring this up all the time. Why? Was it because he was my very first hater? Adair versus Porkchop. That's a good match. Jerry versus Levant. For that car. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, see, you guys are making all these matches, right? Now, we just have to get them all together. You know, hopefully get some GoFundMes or people make enough from their channels. You know, if the Aussie Arm Wrestler makes a bit more from his channel. So, like, I'm commentating the East versus West and hopefully the very first pay-per-view event for Ryan Bowen. But I've also sponsored the Ready Bang Match of the Night for the four-way for the young fellas. Nick and Josh Burnett, Bozo, Mudcrab, and Jamie Barrett. I've donated $100. So that's what I want to do. So when the channel starts bringing in a little bit more, I want to sit there and go, right, oh my God, such and such said Nicholas Narsted versus Jordan Davis. Okay, let me call Nicholas Narsted. And I want to try, I don't want to be a promoter, but I want to continue to make arm wrestling happen. And if I'm able to do that, if this channel is able to do that while work pays for the bills and things like that, I'll be a very, very happy man. A very, very happy man. All you big legends out there. Yeah, Corey West versus Lachlan, a little bit of beef there, which is going on. Yeah, some good matches. Oh, if Derek or Dave are on a pay-per-view, you're buying it because they're just two cool dudes. Dave Chafee's one of my proudest moments for him coming on the podcast. He hates coming on shows. He hates it. He feels nervous, anxious. And he said he felt real comfortable and he said he loved it. He probably won't ever come on again, but he said he loved it. And he really, really wants it. So then, going with that, my friends in the chat, pin one, lose one, get rid of one. Let's play a game. And if you watch this live stream a bit later on, you play the game as well. And it's a good one. Lachlan Adair, Pork Chop, Curtis Cameron, or the Gorilla, Corey West. You got to pin one, lose one, get rid of one. How would you go? I might make that into a poll of who wins, but tell everyone, how would it go? Okay, so if I do a poll, add option. Okay, so if I go Lachlan Adair, and we go Pork Chop and Corey West. And the poll question is, who wins? Ask your community. So, you've got to get rid of one. So, you've got to pin one. You've got to pin one, and then you've got to lose to one, and then you've got to tell one, see you later. So, mine's pretty easy. All in the name of fun. I'm pinning Pork Chop because in the early days of the Aussie Arm Wrestler, Pork Chop was a supporter. I commentated a couple of his matches against Yannick for him, and so he could put on his channel, which I was more than happy to do. I'm losing to Lachlan. He's my guy. He's an Aussie. Let's get his confidence back up. He can pin me. And because Corey West hasn't come on the show, I'm getting rid of him. And he hasn't come on the show only because I haven't reached out to him yet. It's got nothing to do with Corey not liking me. I'm sure I just have to say, hey man, you want to come on for a chat and have a laugh? Corey will come on. Because Monster Michael Todd, the support he showed me over the 24-hour, I'll just say, go ask Monster if it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, you'll have fun. Come on the show. It's fun. So yeah, so we'll go from there. So what have we got? I really want to take Lachlan. Oh, Andre Rotary in the chat. You don't have... Yeah, no. I've been saying this whole thing. I'm just crook. Don't let the thumbnail fool you. You big wuss. Andre's a mate of mine. Loves hanging shit on me and things like that. Andre's a good dude. Actually, Andre was the one at the 24-hour podcast that delivered all those chicken nuggets to me. So he's allowed to hang shit on me on the comments. We're really against this whole COVID thing. So, yeah. I mentioned it in the thumbnails because probably should have said spicy cough, which I've been saying the whole show. Anyway, that's enough of that. According to Corey beats everyone on the planet and 2 guys from Mars. Pin the speed of light of dare, lose to chops, ban Corey. People are pinning Lockie. Did I miss any? There's some good ones going on. Good to see people are voting. 23 votes so far in the chat, which is really good. And Pork Chop seems like a beast. Biden will poop in his pants. That's good for the game. Kangaroo versus Boar versus Gorilla. I like that. Pin Corey lose to Elon and Chuck Pork Chop. Hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, just got to see something, guys. Just give me 2 seconds. It is saying... Oh, that's why. Hang on. I'm still here. That makes sense. I'm back. I plugged in my charger, but I forgot to turn it on. That's better. That's better. Plugged it, yeah. Ha! I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. That's hilarious. That's how dumb I am. That's how dumb I can be. But how exciting is the arm wrestling world? Also, like Winter Blast, we're going to see 2 content creators who are legit arm wrestlers go at it. I'm going to do some live commentary for that. Winter Blast, you've got Jonathan Thompson versus Artem Tarenko. That's going to be awesome. And some other killer matchups there, highlighting that. Toddzilla versus Chance Shaw. That's coming up. That's going to be an awesome event. I mean, man, we've got so much coming up in the arm wrestling world. We are super excited. We're super pumped for it. We can't wait. We cannot wait for everything to come fruition. And then, of course, all the king of the tables. Now that Ryan versus RVJ... Ryan versus RVJ has taken another step closer to actually happening this time. We could be on. That's going to be an absolute... Hopefully it's an absolute slugfest. It's going to be good. That'll be a king of the table 3. King of the table 4, Devin versus Levan. Queen of the table 3, Gabby versus Sarah. Gabby versus Sarah. That's going to be cool. Pork Chop is relentless and crazy strong. He either beats them in a straight-up power or will drain them. Interesting. Very, very interesting. What else is happening in the arm wrestling world? Just trying to list through the old year. I wonder if they'll do another Armwars this year. Oh, East versus West. That card is happening 2 weeks. 2 weeks. That giant mammoth card. And we had a few of the contestants on the 24-hour podcast, which was awesome. Ron Barth. Or we had Cody Merritt. Angie Rose, which was good. Yeah, it's all just going to be unreal. Yeah, I'm with you, Armin. The best part, loads of options opening up to arm wrestling. Yeah, and we just listed about 30 matches that need to happen. So, like, the options are inevitable. And we're all happy to pay, you know what I mean? Like, if you put away, say, $100 a year. If you get $100 and chuck it in that will probably pay for all your pay-per-views. $100, I reckon. It'd be very close. Very close. Spencer, who are you pulling? I'm having a match this weekend, if anyone cares. Are you pulling at the King of Cali? Talk to me, Spencer. Are you pulling there? That'll be cool. Spencer, who is a member. Don't forget to hit the join button. I mean, it's just $2.99, guys. Just $2.99. That's like 60 cents. No. 75 cents a week. 75 cents a week. And I've got some awesome ones. Which match is everyone looking forward to most? East versus West. G'day, Jake. Just tuning. Thanks, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Brandon Morris versus Artem rematch. That'd be a good one. Oh, yeah, don't get me started on Jules. Jules, I've trained with Jules. I don't think this whole... yeah, let's talk about it. So Jules pulled at my old arm wrestling club, House of Pain here in Melbourne. He's a... Oh, thanks. Oh, you're in Canada. Thanks, Spencer. Glad to see Jeff Franks running more events. I like the TAL. He's doing fantastic things. Now, back to Jules. You've seen the video. You've probably seen the videos. Here's a weird unit. I believe he means well. I think he has very low self-esteem issues. I think he's very low in his confidence. When it comes to arm wrestling, he's very strong. He is very good. When it comes to training, he gets a bit giddy and wants to pull in very unorthodox positions to see if he can still pin you. And they're not safe. I've had to tell him off once. Because I told him what would happen if I had to tell him off again. But then I also let him know, hey mate, if you want to pull in these unorthodox positions, tell me so I'm aware and we can have a bit of fun. But don't tell me to go for it and then suddenly you've got your elbow here and, you know, you look like you're playing a game of Twister or some garbage like that. So I don't think he goes out of his way to intentionally hurt someone like he did with my man Hollywood Matt Connolly. Go subscribe to his channel. He's doing great things for arm wrestling. Very good dude. But, yeah, I think now that he's had a talking to by the club, I think everything will be okay. I think he just gets a bit giddy and he's gone to a new club and realises he's stronger than them all. So, well, stronger than most of them. I'm not sure how he compares with all of them. But yeah, I don't think he goes out of his way to hurt people, if that makes sense. What he does is shit, and when he gets a warning, he behaves. But we shouldn't have to get a warning. Spencer, you're 100%. 100% I do. You only get told off once with me. I'm a very nice guy, but if you put me in any sort of danger, if you put any of my teammates in any sort of danger, I'll let you know. Because I need another person to arm wrestle. And if you're out there injuring people on purpose, you're no friend of mine, and you'll be dealt with. Yeah, we're very old-fashioned. So, yeah. Here's a bit of that Jules is a bit of a weirdo. I wish him all the best over there in Adelaide. I hope he lives a very long and happy, successful life over there. But just needs to rein it in. That's all. He just needs to rein it in. Can't ask for much more than that. Just rein it in, big fella. Just rein it in. That's all. That's all we got to ask for. It was very interesting. I enjoyed the follow-up video. Matt Connolly, Hollywood, being the consummate professional, handled it in a lot better way than what I did. But I reckon this way will work. Jules, I believe, sent an apology text message, like a big one. So, yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hoping that'll sort it. There's just no need for it. Like, if you want to muck around and do some awkward, funny shit, I know, like, at the end of the night, we all get tired and exhausted and dehydrated, and we all start thinking different things and be like, how funny would it be if I pinned you like this? That's cool, but work together. Because, like, yeah, that's how people just get hurt. Now, arm breaks happen, and we get that. But if we can work out how to reduce things like that, like like when I told him off, I went home and had a sore wrist for about 3 weeks. So I wasn't having any of that. And, you know, we all aren't professionals. So that's a big thing for me, because we've all got to go to work the next day. And 90% of arm wrestlers are probably like tradies, construction workers. For you guys overseas, we call all those people tradies, sparkies, electricians. So you got to use your hands. So I'm a postie, so I lift up big packages and parcels. So I need my hands. I've got a good crew training with me here in the Aussie Arm Wrestlers Dungeon of Doom here, which is pretty cool. You know, it's something for the time being until we find a better place, because it's growing and I don't know if I've got enough space. So, but I've got some really, really cool guys happening. I've just realised, wow. Now, we're creeping onto another 24-hour stage. I've been going for an hour and 12 minutes. So I reckon it's very addictive, because I've got 46 legends hanging out with me in the chat, and I just want to keep on going. I really do. So, give me a couple of questions, guys, and we'll give it a couple more minutes, and then I better hop off, because I can just see myself going for like 4 hours. In 2 weeks, I've got to do, 7 to 11 hours of commentating with Ryan. I want to get rid of this cough, this spicy cough. And plus, I've got the week off with Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler, so I wouldn't mind just hanging out with her. Do you think Derek will top roll Tim? Derek will try a hook first. Derek wants to see how he goes power for power with the best, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what's great about a super match. But Derek will do what Derek needs to do to win. And if he has to top roll, he's got a good top roll. He'll do it. Strength Old School. Shout out to the Aussie Postman. I used to do that job. Z's guitar account. How old is Jules? Doesn't even look 25. I believe he's around that age. He's only young. And, immaturity comes in and you're beating all these older people and people that are in better shape than you. Yeah, I think he couldn't be much older. He couldn't be much older, but he's around that. Let me go back up. I'll get a couple of these questions. Some of them are quite... Alrighty, so let's go down. Oh, what's going on? Jake, do you drive a postie bike? No, I drive a postie van. I don't have a motorbike license. You need a motorbike license over here to drive the postie van. So I have to live medium to large parcels to about 200 businesses a day. Spencer, 46. What's that? 46 attempted legends. Only one legend here, mate, and that's you. That's very sweet, but without you guys hanging and banging, slinging and slanging, I can't be a legend without you guys, and that is something I'm very appreciative. Keeping real love afoot. Thank you, Aussie. Yep. If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. I am madly in love with Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler. And it's not the I don't know how to say it. It's not the most manliest thing to project to the world, but I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do it. We're Jack and Rose on the edge of the Titanic. That's just the way we are. We're just smitten for each other. We're probably gross in public as we still cuddle and hold hands after 4 years of marriage and 6 years being together. Last thing I'll say before I go through the rest of the comments. My wife was bald. She was sexy. That's all I've got to say. She was awesome. Thank you, Mind Muscle Mobility. Jamos, are you coming to Queensland? Hopefully. If they don't do a number on me, hopefully for East versus West and the super matches. Sam Burnett versus that big Polynesian giant, and also the 4-way battle with the $100 Ready Bang match of the night, which will be voted by the fans. So for everyone that watches that, you guys will vote what was match of the night. So we'll probably go we're still contemplating how to give away. So if there's a round, one round that's just an absolute slugfest, an absolute good old JR slobber knocker, then they get $50 each. $100 match of the night. It's what I can afford. It's what I can do. Anyone know if Devon ever got his Claymore from King of the Table 1 in the mail? I don't know. He does do unboxings, so maybe check that out. Armin, you both seem like great people. If you're talking about Mrs. Aussie ArmWrestler and I, she is awesome. She is awesome. Me, I'm just trying to keep up. We just like to be nice to everyone. Jake, have you ever seen the Irish TV show Father Ted? Yes, I have. Absolutely loved it. And the old crazy father would always say, "Fuck off, fuck off." Yes, I used to watch Father Ted. It was pretty good. Like and sub. Yes, I like the way you're going about it, Benjamin Mack. Like and sub to this channel. Oh, loved Mighty Car Mods videos on postie bikes. What else have we? Oh, did I see a Ready Bang in there? Someone give me a Ready Bang. What's up, Ready Bang from Dennis Smith. Robert Kelly, Ready Bang. Robert Kelly, you cheeky son of a gun. Cheeky son of a gun. He's got himself. He's going to take on a woman. Danielle, I'm not sure what to call her now. On the poster, it's a different name. On her Facebook, it's a different name. But we're going to have an intergender super match if we can raise a bit of money to pay for Robert's flight. Is that true, Robert Kelly? If you're still in the chat, you're going to have a super match. DJ Kotlow has sorted out a GoFundMe. And if we can get that up, high enough, then that'll pay for your flight, I believe. And then you'll have a super match at Winterfest, which I will call. Benjamin Mack, you and your wife are strong. Wish the best for you too. Thank you very much, Ben. We're rock solid. Absolutely rock solid. Jake, you're a true gentleman, sir. Cheers to you and your family. Thank you. The real Kraken. Father Jack. Feck off. Great show. Alrighty, we might wrap it up there, you big legends. I have had a great time. How long have we gone? Way too long. Considering I just did a 24-hour one. Now I'm saying an hour and 20 minutes is too long. Guys, thank you. Thank you so much for just taking it out with me. Absolutely loved it. Really good time slot, considering what's going on in the world. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Loved everything you have done. You know, you've hit the like button. You're commenting. You're watching the show. A few of you have pumped in some super chats. A few of you have joined the membership. A few of you are Patreon members. And a few of you are just dead set legends that just come and support every single bloody time. Every time I turn up to one of these things, I see all the same names. Robert Kelly, I said I wouldn't go unless someone sent me and David started through GoFundMe. I will be there now. Awesome. Awesome. Good to see you, but I will still try and donate if that helps you and David out. Just let me know, Robert. Hit me up. Love you all. Love you all. There's only one thing to do in a situation like this to get you through the rest of your weekend. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow for Derek versus Tim Bresnan. I might just quickly jump on and call the match. We'll get on. We'll have a bit of a chat while the undercard's going on. I'll see how I feel. So you might see me in about 12 to 15 hours. And for the rest of you legends, it's only one thing to do to get you through the weekend. If you ever feel that you are struggling and you are not doing very well in life, you're a bit down, whether it's relationships, whether it's work, whether you're just feeling in the glum bums, you come here, you come to the Aussie Arm Wrestler and you yell one of these out, ready, bang! And you will feel much better instantly. Take care. Love you all.